Tonight, the countdown to the total solar eclipse is on. We're just a little more than a month out from several counties right here in central Ohio plunging into complete darkness in the middle of the afternoon. Good to see you tonight at 5:30. I'm Andrew Kinsey.
And I'm Angela Ann. Now, 10 TV has been tracking how communities across the Buckeye State are preparing for this huge event. Back in November, we first brought you a story about how officials in Marion are planning to handle those visitors. And 10 TV's Colin Dorsey has an update on their preparations tonight.
When I was here just a few months ago, plans for the eclipse were just starting to come out, and how the city of Marion was going to handle Eclipse Day, the people and the traffic that came along with it. Now those plans are a bit more set in stone, and even the airport, with about 200 spaces for small planes just like that one, is asking pilots to give them a heads up if they're stopping by that day.
I don't want to get overrun, if you will. I want to make sure we have enough fuel, enough supplies, and transportation for people.
It's a quiet day at the Marion Municipal Airport. The sun is out, the runways are clear, and just a couple planes are parked on the ramp. But that could all change April 8th, Eclipse Day. And Marion's aviation director, Matt Arnold, wants to be ready.
I don't know what's going to happen. In 2017, there were some small airports that got 400 aircraft. And I don't want to run out of fuel. I want to have places for people to park.
That's why he's asking pilots to call ahead starting now to tell him that they're coming that day. He says it's also a matter of safety. This isn't a big airport with an air traffic controller telling pilots where to go.
Most I would say, are going to be general aviation aviators that aren't going to be talking to anybody. And that's a concern, safety. Multiple people trying to land at the same time without a control tower. Hopefully they're talking to each other.
Marion County Emergency Management Director Sarah McNamee says most hotels in the county are already booked up for the night before the eclipse. Also, traffic after is the biggest concern.
We know that if you have small children or you have a long drive, you're going to want to get right back in the car.
But even with all the planning in the world, there's still going to be a lot of unknowns going into April 8th.
Is it going to be rainy that day? Is it going to be sunny? And I think a lot of people are waiting for that information before they decide to travel.
Arnold tells me that he can't tell pilots not to land here, but he certainly can tell them that there's no space for them once they do get here. He says more official information will come out from the FAA in the days leading up to Eclipse Day. Now, as for emergency management, traffic isn't their only concern. Another big concern is cell signal. Will there be enough if they see a large group of people coming to Marion and Marion County? I guess we'll just have to find out. In Marion, Colin Dorsey, 10 TV News.
All right, this eclipse has been a big talker for quite some time. Our Doppler 10 weather team keeping a close eye on it.
Let's get to Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz joining us now with details on what we're watching out for as we count down closer to that eclipse.
It is getting closer, right? Almost a little more than a month away. But what we're watching is climatologically, historically speaking, what are the chances of it being cloudy during that afternoon on Monday, April the 8th? So odds are not necessarily in our favor. We're going to zoom in closer to central Ohio and then put the track of the total eclipse on this map. Basically what you're seeing here, areas that in the lighter gray, there's a 60 to 70% chance of seeing cloudy skies. Areas in the darker gray, including Mansfield and Lima, all the way to Fort Wayne, a 70 to 80% chance. But being the optimist that I am, looks like to me, it looks like a 20 to 30% chance of us being clear with a good opportunity to see the eclipse on Monday the 8th. So, of course, that forecast will be of utmost importance as we get closer to the event. But just letting you know, we're going to kind of manage your expectations that if it's cloudy in central Ohio, we hope that you're not disappointed and you'll still be able to experience the eclipse, just not in its all ethereal splendor. So, fingers crossed.
All right, Jerry.
Remember, 10 TV has you covered when it comes to all things solar eclipse, and that includes a list of which school districts will not be open April 8th. Columbus, Dublin, and Reynoldsburg are among those that are closed that Monday. Many other schools are planning an early release. You can find all the details on 10tv.com.